Just because you're successful doesn't mean you know how to hold a good conversation. It really baffles me when I come across a successful person who can't do something as basic as hold a conversation. These are people who are speaking their native tongue and struggle to make a conversation interesting. I recently listened to a Joe Rogan podcast episode with MrBeast, Jimmy. I never really watched his content before, but I did hear of him. This is Jimmy here. I listened to the whole episode, and what amazed me was that this character, Jimmy, was not good at holding a conversation. Joe was essentially asking every single question, and even giving Jimmy ample opportunity to fuel the fire when it comes to fueling the conversation. The thing is, Jimmy never really asked questions. Recently, I watched some of Jimmy's videos on YouTube, and I was heavily involved in, and still am to a small degree, in media productions. This means I kind of saw and understood some of the behind the scenes things. And that's important because the kind of people who passionately pursue these arts are also a very unique breed of people. Certain people involved in media arts are very similar to some IT specialists in that they can be socially awkward. Behind the camera, they might be great, or maybe in front of the camera, they might be great. Usually, they are the people who work behind the scenes, but I find it really intriguing when I see it come out from the person in front of the camera, so to speak. MrBeast, or Jimmy, puts on a show for his viewers. It's clear that his priority is this gig, which comes with certain compromises. In this case, he was not able to perform when it came to this other context. Jimmy's reputation will carry him through many scenarios, but I can't help but think about all the missed opportunities he got because he was unable to truly connect with the person that he is sitting across from. This is a sign of someone who has oversaturated their time by playing just one role. I noticed that we as humans tend to take on the communication style of the role that we spend lots of time in. For example, Jimmy prioritizes on-screen camera time because that's his bottleneck in his business. He frequently spends time playing the character that he has become on his YouTube channel. In this character, he frequently talks to his friends and the camera in very specific ways. It eventually becomes second nature, and it spills over into scenarios where that communication style is not the best one to use. There are different communication styles, and the ability to change your style in response to those around you is a learned skill. The way that you communicate to different people in different scenarios should be different based on the context. For example, you may be very direct and outspoken in your work meetings because you're confident, and the code backs this up. When you're playing a team-based video game, you may communicate differently there too. Or if you're talking to a camera, as seen here, that's another one, and all of these are learned skills. Jimmy knows how to talk to the camera. He spills his personality into the internet for everyone to see. If he can expose himself in this way to the internet, what's stopping you from doing the same? What have you got to lose? At the end of the day, what's stopping you from really getting to that next level in English is your fear. Your fear of failing. Fear is the number one motivating factor that drives our decisions, and if you don't improve your English, then you will be more likely to fail when speaking English. As a teacher, I actually really like that everyone from every class of society can have this problem. The pool from which I choose my clients encompasses all people, potentially. As an independent teacher, I can choose who to work with, and I can say, on a whim, simply ask for a larger sum of money for my services just because I didn't vibe with you. Usually, there's other factors that determine price, but that's a knob that I can dial in whatever way I please. If you are a programmer and you struggle in speaking English, sign up for my courses to help get yourself to that next level.